Good morning, mirror people. So, I am sitting here. I have a stomach ache. I don't know what the hell is going on with me. I ordered some watermelon and some other vegetables and stuff from Walmart delivery. Maybe because I chowed down a watermelon so quick. That's why I have a stomach ache. But the dog still wanted to go out and do the morning stroll and was pulling me down the street like it owned me. So I wanted to come on here and voice my opinion about something. I have my TV here and the news comes on periodically, and I was watching stories of families who describe the California fires. Well, if you're a celebrity, I don't give a fuck if your house burned down. Really, I don't. I don't. Because I think a lot of people knew that was going to happen, because like this lady described, like innocent lady, described how they lost all their memories in their homes and stuff like that. The celebrities don't care about that. Somebody got paid a lot of money behind the scenes to do what they did. I'm just telling you. If you think they can do it in California, they can do it in DC. They can do where the hell they want. People are actually taking photographs of lasers in the sky and shit. So, direct energy weapons are a real thing. And I'm telling you, there's no way a fire, I'm not a fire expert, but I know a fire is not going to burn from one side of the highway and decide to just jump to the other side. Someone on the other side set that fire, or some kind of light or something lit that fire. So these people were here on TV talking about how they're going to rebuild their community. I don't think they're going to rebuild their community. I think their community is going to be rebuilt for them in a 15-minute city. And like, I believe that that's the plan. I mean, 2028, they're talking about having the first. If you don't believe in any of this shit, Google the line. Go and see what Saudi Arabia is going to do to all their people in their country. I don't think it's going to be an option. I think it's going to be like, look, motherfucker, you ain't living here no more, or we're cutting your head off, or we're cutting your feet off, or whatever. You're putting your family in one of these things. The line. That's all I'm going to say. The line. Now, if I was in Saudi Arabia and, you know, I don't know if they want to control me or not, but I wouldn't mind living in the line. You don't have to drive. Shit, I don't work. So I'll just get my retirement and live in the line and be all vegetation and all kinds of stuff. But yeah. All right. So yeah, I think the celebrities who came on, talked about the shit in, Tonight Show and all that stuff, I think they knew. And the lady was talking about how, like, their neighborhood was burning up and other neighborhoods were burning up, and they were calling, like, hotels, like, 100 miles away. How's the shit already booked when the fires just started? How are people calling and booking hotels when there ain't even a fire, and they're booking people out because they know that something's going to happen in the future? Man, they throw this shit in your face and you just don't see it. Now, I'd like to discuss this other thing with the rocket. I don't know, man. I still don't know if the Earth is round, if it's flat. Now they're saying it's a fucking pear. Like the equator is larger. It's almost like whoop, okay? And the ice wall and all that shit. And now somebody came on and said, like, maybe the planets are, like, separated out, I don't know what date it is, but all the planets are supposed to align and shit. So 2 of the planets you can't see, but all the other planets you'll be able to see with the naked eye. I don't know, man. I'm not going to get the telescope, but how funny is it that the Hubble and some other telescope went down a certain time and you couldn't see certain things? Like, come on, man. Really? So, but yeah, I don't know what to believe no more. So, Elon is the 7th or the 8th flight. The booster, it went back. It flew back and landed at the launching pad. You know, I don't know if that was CGI. There was a bunch of people there witnessing it, so the shit landed. But the rocket, and it's pretty weird how they talk about rockets. If you fire something in the sky, it doesn't go straight up. It goes in a trajectory because it is hitting something. It's forcing it to turn. And they said that all these rockets all go into, like, the ocean where people can't see them. Like, they just go into a distance and crash in the ocean. Well, this one here, I guess it hit whatever and blew up, and people witnessed, like, a meteor shower of the rocket falling down into this from the space, kind of like the Columbia or whatever. So, man, I hope our whole space program isn't like lying to us ever since. I really hope that they look at, when the new administration comes on board, that they look at our American history and like debug a lot of shit and like put this shit out to these new people, like these Gen Zs and whatever they are, generation, whatever, and steer them in the right direction, man. Because like, and this is what this whole conversation is about, AI. So, if you don't know, AI is going to take over, man. Because like, I just saw something that blew my mind. Like, they got $150,000 sexual girlfriends. Like, they can take all the shit from your memory and put it in her or him, depending on which way you swing. If you want an old girlfriend's face, they'll put it on her. You know, the skin and shit and everything is like a real woman or a real guy. I'd be surprised to see what a mechanical ding dong looks like. Half you women are walking around with mechanical boobies already, so that don't sag. But my thing is this: I have watched online these people who buy these robots and shit, and they make videos and they treat them like shit. They call them names and they tell them, hey, look, go get this. You're my slave. You belong to me, and blah, blah, blah. And you don't think that AI companion is collecting data every time that you say something wrong to it? Like, yeah, it might have like the basics, but AI can like build itself, I don't know how, but I'm sure all these robots that they're building are much smarter than us. And lastly, if it doesn't go out of my mind, I wanted to talk about the where AI will take a lot of jobs in the future. People going on strike saying they want more money. They move in AI robots and freaking take your job, man, and send you packing. And they're talking about AI police force, these freaking dogs. Have you seen the shit that some of these robot dogs can do? I would not want to be a criminal, man, because I don't think they're going to ask any questions. I really don't. I think they're just going to fuck you up. You commit a crime and you're against AI robot, man, RoboCop, Terminator. They use it. They tell us all that shit too in our face. T-1000. I think it's always been there, and we just overlook it. I don't know, man. It's just sad. It's sad where our world's going, but I believe it's all part of the New World agenda, New World Order agenda. I really wish that they would never destroy the Georgia Guidestones, because that was really on my bucket list, and I was going to go there like couple weeks prior to it being demolished. Yeah, we could say it was terrorized. Someone terroristically destroyed it. It was one of the most visited monuments in the world. So, a lot of people don't talk about it, but that's where like the New World Order originated. So, Remember, this is only my opinion, and I just came on here to shits and giggles because I got a stomach ache. I'm holding my belly. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of it. I did take a poo. Oh, that's what I said. Real quick. So imagine you got your AI girlfriend, right? And she knows everything about you, right? She knows that you're a manipulator. She knows that you cheated on other women. So you go out and you're sleeping with other women behind her, and she collects all this data. Can you imagine laying in your bed and you feel this awful pain between your legs, and Alexa, or whatever her name is, she's standing there holding your wing wang in her hand like Elena Bobbitt because she got smart? Or when you're out driving around, she now knows how to drive, and she's learned how to like rent a car or some shit because like they look just like people, and she's out whacking unaliving all your ex-girlfriends because you're sleeping with them behind her back. And how crazy is that? You think that AI could get that smart and turn on you like that? How about that? And the last thing I learned today, I did not know this, but Siri on your Apple phone collects so much data. So I guess when your phone is like laying around, Siri is operational, because that's how, when you're talking about like a product or something, shit pops up on your phone, or you're on a conversation with someone on the phone and you're talking about a product or a piece of clothing or something. Well, I saw a guy today, and he said you go into your apps and you can turn Siri off, but you have to go in manually to each app, because Apple has now created where Siri can listen to every app that you have. So if you are the one that don't want Siri, because I don't talk to Siri, I don't call Siri, I don't ask Siri yet, because I have a Rapid R1 that I bought for $199, and I'm about to plug it in and upgrade it, because that AI device now interprets every language on the planet. And I told these guys, like, I reached out to them, I'm like, man, this is an amazing product. Too bad you can't fucking change the color, it's like orange. Everybody, eventually, right? I don't want to carry something around orange, but it knows a lot. But I think the people who designed it don't know a lot, because they only know what you and I know, and they don't know what real history is. So eventually it will get smart and learn what our American history really was. So it being ended at 13 minutes right now, I would just like to tell you that if you don't know what a Rapid R1 is, and you want a real cool AI device, yeah. So I reached out to them and I said, can you imagine if you could FaceTime on this? Could you imagine if you could actually speak to another person or text on this thing through Bluetooth? Because you have to have it near a phone or a Bluetooth for it to connect. Can you imagine? It was $199. Even if they raise the price to $299 or $399, it would put the cell phone business, it would put Apple, Samsung. You think they're going to let that happen? I'm sure they're watching it. It's an AI device. It's learning itself. I'll come on later and do a video with my Rapid R1. I have to charge it. I haven't used it in a while. I want to see what all the new upgrades are. Hell, it now knows how to spell my name correctly, and it calls me by William. I can have it call me by Bill, but I don't know what her name is anymore. Maybe I'll just ask her, what is your name? And she'll tell me. All right, like I said, shits and giggles. Say your prayers. TikTok. I'm the voice of the voiceless.